AmaZulu Nation have their eyes on King Misuzulu's address at this year's King Shaka Day commemoration, and there are calls for the King to urgently consider appointing a new Prime Minister following the passing of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. And as the country celebrates National Heritage Day in KwaMashu tomorrow, the Zulu Nation is expected to descend to the KwaDukuza for the King's address. And eNCA reporter Siphamandla Goge joins us now for more. Siphamandla, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Just tell us in terms of the preparations and the logistics, those in attendance, the delegation present as well.
Well, indeed, Amabutho, as well as the maidens, Mama, and just general members of the public are trickling in to KwaDukuza sports field. KwaDukuza, Popo, previously known as Stenga, is where the bones of King Shaka, the founder of AmaZulu Nation, are believed to be resting. This was his place. This is where he lived and this is where he ruled, and also it's believed that when he died on the 24th of September he was laid to rest somewhere in KwaDukuza. KwaDukuza used to be one of his palaces, so that's where AmaZulu every year come together to commemorate what used to be known as King Shaka's Day. The main reason we are having this celebration or commemoration today simply because tomorrow there is the national event. After 1994, then it was decided that it will be renamed Heritage Day to include other nations as well, so that people can celebrate their heritage. But AmaZulu have decided to keep their own celebrations every year. They come to KwaDukuza, they first visit the grave site where it's believed that King Shaka was buried, and then after that they get the address from AmaZulu King. So we expect the arrival of the King this afternoon. Usually it's the whole day affair. I've covered many of these. It takes the whole day. The King will probably arrive and address after 1 p.m. Inyosi Buzecheni Mdleche knows better than me. Babungomane siyabonga ngesikhathi sakho. Ubaleke ngani umkhosi welembe. This is the founder of AmaZulu Nation, umnikazi wesihlalo nombumbi wesizwe samaZulu.
Impela njengoba usukubalulile nalolu limi lwakho obukhuluma ngalo, cha kunjalo. Singathi nje siyakhuleka esilweni samabandla onke ingonyama ehleze ehlale namhlanje, bese umuntu eyithoba nje phambi kwesihlalo sikandunankulu kaZulu ongumntwana wakwaPhindangene. Ukubuthana kukaZulu lapha kuqala ekudeni ngaphambili kwa1932, ngoba itshe lesikhumbuzo lenziwa ingonyama uSolomon ngale kwa1932, okwathi ke yakhothama ngo1933 ingakalembuli, kodwa yiye abanombono ukuthi alakhiwe ukuze ngishizukulwane ngokubona leli itshe lesikhumbuzo zazi ukuthi kwabakhona umbumbi wesizwe samaZulu owengonyama uShaka. Okwathi ke seyikhothema ingonyama uSolomon cishe mhlambe kwaphela ishumi leminyaka noma ngaphezudlwana, kwase kuthi ke umntwana okwaPhindangene naso isilo samabandla undunankulu kaZulu bakwazi ke ukuthi bavumelane ukuthi lizokwembulwa leli tshe ngo1954, okwabe seqala lapho ke ukuqhubeka kwalo ukukhunjulwa ukuthi isilo salala ngalolu suku, okuqhutshwe ke naye ingonyama ekhothema ingonyama uzwelithini unomphelo nje basekuze kwaba ingonyama uMisuzulu namhlanje. Kodwa ke kungokuqala ke siwugubha imbabazana yaqaza amadoda emasendini engasekho, kodwa ngomoya wayo ikhona, inyama kuphela singayibona.
uZulu ukazi unqotshwe emsindazwe ngamafuphi nje, siningi igameko nevuva abisizwe esidlule kuzona balongqongqiswa kwesigodlondini, amakhosi kwaZulu ethathwe iswe kudingisweni, namanje kuhambe isilo umdlokombane, kwahamba indlovukazi umntanenkosi, kwahamba umntwana wakaPhindangene utraditional prime minister. Isikhathi esinzima lesi esizweni mawubheka ukuthi abeseki nezinseko zesihlalo abekho.
Isikhathi esinzima kodwa futhi esibiza ukuthi ngesikhathi behamba phambi kwethu kusitshena ukuthi bebekhona, onkusho ukuthi abebekusho nabe besiqondisa ngakho, kufanele singalenzi iphutha sichezuke kukho, kufanele sihambe ngakho. Ngaphela umbuzo yothi ngoba phela nibonile ukuthi bekuhanjwa kanjena yini ukuthi kusithela kwethu bese nina senikhohlwa ingana amabuthelembe akuthanga ngokukhothama kweNyamshaka ahlakazeka aphela kodwa aqhubeka eme ngomgomo wenkosi uShaka kuze kube namhlanje.
Ngomani siyathokoza kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho. Inyosi uBuzetsheni Mdletshe is a royal praise singer. He is the king's praise singer, basically highlighting to us the history and narrating the history of this Umkhosi Welembe, popularly known as King Shaka's Day within and among AmaZulu as a nation. He says this is important to commemorate simply because King Shaka is regarded as the founder of AmaZulu as a nation. Before him, AmaZulu or the Zulus were just a small clan, but after him, after conquering a number of clans and tribes, he formed one powerful Zulu nation.
And Siphamandla, of course, he's a reservoir of the Zulu nation when it comes to its rich history, the significance of the culture, and primarily how it came about to shape the landscape in South Africa. The issue, again, is around the Prime Minister and the appointment of the Prime Minister that the Zulu King is expected to announce on as well. Can you give us more updates on that?
That expectation is derived from the fact that usually and traditionally it's believed that a vacuum is never a good thing. Even the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi himself did say that he does not like a vacuum. When King Zwelithini passed away, it was widely believed that there shouldn't be a vacuum. Someone to take over from him must just rise and take over from him. Now, with the traditional Prime Minister passing away, there are a number of candidates and names that are being thrown around, but at the end of the day, it's the king's prerogative to choose who becomes the traditional prime minister, the second most powerful position within the kingdom, the royal family, as well as the nation, because the traditional prime minister is a gap and a bridge between the king and the nation. He is the one who officially introduces the king, officially communicates on behalf of the king or directed by the king. So many people are eagerly awaiting to hear what the king will say about that position, who is going to take over now that Prince Mangosuthu is no more. As much as he's applying his mind, but he would need to brief the nation at some point about that appointment in particular. Will he announce it today? We do not know. We can only wait and see. But at some point, sooner than later, it has to be announced.
Siphamandla, we'll definitely cross to you live once proceedings have started in earnest. We really appreciate it. eNCA reporter Siphamandla Goge out at the Zulu Nation as they commemorate Shaka's Day. Tomorrow, the king is expected to address the nation a little bit later. We'll cross to that event as and when it starts in earnest.